Good morning, humans of today. It is your one and only favorite giraffe man, and today, well, I made something. Well, I didn't make it today. I made it a few days ago, but today I'm recording the narration for it. Um, his name is Pablo Fogg, and he is a horse lizard octopus hybrid creature who is also a very, very heavy alcoholic. Um, and so, well, here he is. Uh, uh, he's special. Leave him alone. Um, I love him. Uh, and this is how I made him. So starting off, you can see there, I just started the recording. And now I'm looking up Photoshop. I obviously Adobe Photoshop is you gotta pay for it, so I looked up an online Photoshop and found this free Photopea thing. So yeah, um, I wanted a background. All right, I was thinking of like a giant monster creature that I wanted to make, and I was thinking, ooh, why not have it come out of the ocean like Godzilla? So I was looking for an ocean. I found this image. So I went in to download it, and there it is. Uh, there's me pointing at the little boat in the distance. And I thought that having legs would just be too simple, so I thought maybe an octopus. I love octopus. Is octopuses octopussy? No, it can't be octopus. It's gotta be. It can't be octopi. Is it octopi? No, I think it's octopuses. Anyway, I'm just clearing out all of the uh, white spaces with the magic wand tool. Very simple and easy to do. It just highlights everything of the same color. And since the background was all white, it was pretty easy to get rid of it. And the auto select, the transform controls was not on, so I had to do that so I can shrink it down. There we go. For my next animal, I couldn't think of anything that would match until I. Okay, yeah. So the first creation I did was in high school, and the way I blended the different animals together was to hide it underneath clothing. So I thought, well, it's an octopus. It's not legs. What would go over an octopus tentacle, And I thought the only thing that would fit would be a skirt, but I couldn't find anything that I could easily, schloink on in there. So a lizard instead. I found that one pretty damn quick. It was perfect. It had the derpy vibe of standing up. So I did that instead. I don't think he needs clothes. After finishing him, I think I did a pretty good job of pulling it off without clothes and also without a professional, Photoshop software. I had to make do with what I had. This is me trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to flip the image. I wanted him facing the left instead of the right, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I eventually did. I just, not that. I did it the other way. The middle square bits there. Just whoop, moved it along. Alright, any minute now. Oh yeah, I had to unlock the proportion being the same button thing. And then here I am resizing it onto the octopus to do it how I see fit. And I thought that looked good. So so the corner, the little elbow bit of the lizard was cut off, and I was like, that doesn't look right. I want to hide it behind the border of the picture. So it's gonna have to be on the side. So yeah, that's why I moved it over. And this is me just outlining the outside of the lizard so I can get rid of the background behind it. I'll speed through that real quick. here I am trying to make it all like cutted and blotchy so that it could blend in easier later on. I ended up doing a completely different thing in the future, but this is what I did. And you'll see here in a minute. I'll be playing around with the blur tool, and as such, all these. See how I would be able to do it. Didn't work as well as I hoped. I accidentally merged the two layers without realizing I had a little bit of green that I messed up earlier. So I have to go back and fix that. Alright. Here, so the tentacles, octopus has 8 tentacles, or 8, no, they're tentacles. It's the squid with the arms. Anyway, this one was kind of hid behind the lizard, and I wanted it to be, it looked like I had more depth to it, so I had it behind the lizard, but I ended up just hating it. It looks awful, so I got rid of it. Alright, then I noticed that the fingers did not all exist, so I had to cut and paste a different finger and resize and adjust it to make it look like it's the other fingers. So this is the only one that was curved in the direction that the other fingers on the other hand were supposed to be curved. So I kind of cut it out after a few failed attempts. And I kind of just adjusted it and slopped it on there. See, look, it already looks better. So for this one, I wanted to make it look like it was actually behind the hand. So I changed the color to make it look like it was darker. I what is it? Burned it. Is the tool burn tool? What is it? The dodge. I don't know. Whatever. One of the tools. I can't remember. To make it look like it was like a shadow of the other finger casted upon it. Yeah. I also tried adding a, so there's 4 fingers and a thumb. I tried adding the 4th finger, but it ended up looking just like a mess, so I got rid of it, and it works, because the other finger would just be hidden behind, the palm of the hand or whatever, so just got rid of that. Okay, and then the other hand, I noticed was missing fingers, like their claws, and so I had to take the thumb of the other hand and failed at actually copying it, copy it over and make them fingernails, little fingy bits for the other hand. Also, it looks like I never actually fixed the little chunk of extra body part that I added to the bottom. It's still a bit brighter of a green than the other body, but oh well. This is me merging all of the finger bits to the hand bits, so yeah. Alright, here I am attempting to cut out the arm, cut out the hand and arm so that I could, have it in front of something. Haven't decided that yet. I do it very wrong, and I end up having to go back in the future and fix it, but what I did was I cut out the body around it instead of cut out the hand from the body, which was a very big mistake. It costed me a few minutes, I guess. I mean, a few minutes on a small project like this, it's inconvenient. And I did have to go back and redo it. Right here, I am attempting to reverse the selection. I've never figured out how to do that. Yeah, and there I go, taking the body part away, and then adding it back as a separate layer. Alright, here I am trying to reconstruct the body so that it flows down into the tentacles better. So I have the chest being attempted to be lengthened. I actually genuinely think I did a good job on this. I mean, obviously, I am not a professional, and obviously, I need practice in this field, and obviously, I should have been using, a more professional, software to get this done. But given what I had and the experience that I have, I think I did a good job. Oh yeah, I accidentally cut a couple of the fingers off the body on accident, so I have to go back and fix that. Alright, here I am adjusting the, making it so that the body will, branch out into each individual tentacle. That will help for the blending in the future. And I think this is when I fix the hand. No, I'm not fixing the hand yet. I'm adjusting, I'm moving the layers around so it, the ugly stuff is in the back and the pretty reconstructed chest bits are in the front. Alright, there we go, fixing the hand. I hope you guys find this as, entertaining and satisfying as I do. I used to love watching Photoshop. It wasn't always tutorials, it was just, time lapses. Like, they were always just like, and drawing time lapses too. They were like, you get to see the art get created, and I liked that. Oh yeah, there you saw. I'm actually redoing the hand, cutting it out, and I almost made the same mistake I did in the first time, but I realized it before I finished the mistake, and I looped back and selected the right bit. And there I am removing that I am stuttering, the accidental selection. Here I am refining the selection to make it, more accurate and less, scattered and ugly, and you know how it is. Alright, so I got the whole arm off and ready, so I can now have it in front of the animal that I am creating. Yeah, oh yeah, and then I deleted the old bit. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, so I fucked up all of the, webbed out branching bits that I had before, so I'm redoing those right now. And I don't know whether or not they were better than the ones before, but the blending process at the end was fine, so I'll take it. my mom was telling me that my Pablo Fogg creation was it wasn't as good as my drawing, which, I mean, obviously I have more experience in drawing and I have more practice with it, but her reasoning was because that I have it drawing requires more creativity and detail, and I don't think that she understands what goes into creating a creature like this. It's definitely a more simple process. I'm just fucking around with the arm right now, making it look like he's dancing. Anyway, I personally think that it is a different enough style of art that than drawing is to truly compare it. But if you did compare it, I think that both are just as equal in creativity. I didn't look at a template for this, or, you know, I created this just from my imagination, what I thought looked great, and, you know, I see where she's coming from, but, like, maybe after watching this, she can see the work that I did. If she watches this, I highly doubt she will, but, you know. As you saw earlier, I removed the head of the octopus because I didn't need it and it was getting in the way. And here I am deciding to give this creation a bottle of beer. I don't know why, thought it was funny, spur of the moment idea, but it worked out. At least in my opinion. Most of my ideas are spur of the moment. Alright, I wanted the thumb to be behind the bottle, so I removed it from the hand and put it in a layer behind the bottle to make it look like he was holding it. I also needed a head. I did not want the lizard as its head, and the best drunk animal that I could think of was a derpy horse, and that the image that you see there was the perfect match, and in my opinion. It was angled the proper way, and he just looked like, you know, a classic stoner, and he had the brush to the side hair and the, like, not a thought behind those eyes glance, and just the really long neck. It was like kind of stuck out for it. It was perfect. I loved it. So here I am just cutting it out of the image so that I can plop right on to the creation. I actually laughed a lot when I first saw this image. I thought it was perfect. Now here I am resizing it to the to how I feel it would look. Just, you know, feeling around. This is all purely like if you were making one of your own of these, it's all up to you. Like, again, but with the creativity thing, like with drawing, like you can draw whatever you want, but it can still be, you know, like maybe you haven't had enough practice and it's kind of, you know, sketchy looking, or maybe you just can't do proportions right. You need a lot of practice for that. But with this, it's really easy to just be obnoxious and get away with it, which I like, because there's no way this could, you know, there's no way this would make any sense. There I am moving the arm in front of the horse bit, and I am merging the beer. No, I merged the hand bits because I added a little extra on the shoulder area. Alright, there I am adjusting it to where I want it on the horse. Make it look more, excuse me, to make it look more natural. voice crack much. Jesus. Oh yeah, I wanted to give him some stoner sunglasses, but he looked more stoner-esque without them, so I ended up just getting rid of them. Now that I'm realizing it, this is supposed to be, at this moment, this was supposed to be a giant monster coming out of the sea. That would be one hell of a big beer bottle. I wonder how many of those an Irishman could drink. Probably about a case of 30. Don't you just love stereotypes? I actually have no fucking idea what I just did there. Okay, I'm merging. Okay, yeah, so I was merging all of the finished layers together. Alright, and now I am trying to figure out how to change the colors to match the color of the octopus. And I'm starting with the lizard skin, like the non-arm part of the lizard skin. Listen, I'm not a professional. I need practice. I had to Google it. Everyone does it. No harm, no foul. I even do that for my gameplay videos. I have to edit. I have to fucking. I hate words sometimes. I have to, you know, Google or ask on YouTube how to, you know, blur something or motion track or, you know, because I learned in school, Adobe Premiere, but I'm not using Adobe Premiere anymore, so I had to relearn the software. I was attempting with a color change brush, did not work out. I ended up finding this, excuse me, I ended up finding this color change thing, but I quickly realized that it was changing like the entire thing. So I was like, common sense time. What if I just select that specific thing? So I clicked select pixels and then tried it, and it worked. So I adjusted them to what I felt matched the best. The way I see colors is different than the way a lot of people see colors. Maybe it looks completely wrong to some people, but it looked right to me, so I went with it. What you saw there was me trying to match the color to the horse. I ended up not doing that. I ended up matching the horse to the color of the rest, as you can see here. I think I didn't do the recoloring of the horse as well as I did the lizard bits and doodads, but you know, this whole entire thing was just, you know, I just decided to do it, and I decided to record it, so, you know, it's whatever. It's to quote a friend of mine, it's what it's. It's a good-ass quote, too. Alright, I'm making sure everything is layered correctly, and then I start working on the arm. Oh yeah, that's where I fuck around with the the hue and whatever of my image. I was originally just messing around, but I actually noticed that the closer the colors matched with each component, the more similar the color change was when I slid the hue slider around. So I found that was kind of interesting. Oh yeah, and this is when I discovered that the color change was actually just a colored layer on top of the image, kind of like putting a piece of like stained plastic in front of a camera lens to make the footage look a different tint of color, or tinting your windows in a car. So I merged those together so it would be one single thing. For the thumb, I just did a quick little thing. You're not going to see that very clearly anyway, so I didn't spend too much time on that. I wanted to change the horse a little bit, so I did some more shenanigans over there. And then I merge them together, just like the other ones. Alright, and here I am trying to figure out how to blur the two things together. So I merged the octopus and the lizard layers together and tried to just blur them together. It looked just absolutely horrendous. So I tried other things. Nothing was working right. I ended up doing a like half-ass shitty eraser thing. Yeah, it just look at that. It looks so bad. It looks terrible. Like, it's obviously a different component and it just looks like watered out. It's ugh. So I ended up taking whatever that is. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, what does this do? Anyway, so yeah, I ended up taking an eraser, the eraser tool, and just changing the opacity to be like, it erases some of it, but not all of it. And just, as you can see here, I just erase a little bit until it slowly changes opacity until it's nothing. It's the best I could do with what I had, and that is a lot of what happened in this creation. I did not have professional tools, so I had to just come up with shit on the spot, and it looks fine. I think I did a really decent job blending the lizard and the octopus. The horse and the lizard, I did not do as good of a job, and you'll see in a minute. I actually accidentally left a little chunk of the horse outside of the lizard and slightly opaque. So it's like, obviously there's a little chunk, like a little sliver that's just sticking out, but you probably didn't notice until I mentioned it. So I'm sorry about that, but now you can't unsee it. Oh, well, when you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. I'll point it out for you, just because I'm evil. Speaking of pointing out something because I'm evil, if you hadn't noticed already, there's a sliver of, like, where I missed on the second outline of the hand that I left in there because I'm a fucking dumbass. But, that never left, so, that is that. I'm just finishing up this blurring here. I tried to make that tentacle be in front of the lizard body, so I erased a bit. I think it helped. Okay, well, it looks like I erased some of the little slivers, but I definitely did not erase all of it. if you're new here, by the way, this is a very unusual video of mine. I probably won't do these very often. I might do a few here and there, but my primary content at the moment is video games. I play a lot of stupid horror, or scary horror too sometimes. And I'm also playing a lot of Stray, so those are the main things that I do. If that's not your thing, well, at least you enjoyed this. If you didn't enjoy this either, then I don't know what to tell you. You clicked on the video, so something's going on. Alright, here I am trying to blend the horse and the lizard together. I feel like I could have done a better job, honestly, but yeah, no, there's no but. I could have done a better job. I just didn't. I was really liking how it turned out, and I just wanted to get it done. But I probably should have put in a little bit of extra effort. The bottom part looks great. I think I did the blend at the bottom part again. I said that already. I'm saying it again because fuck you. Why not? Shut up. Leave me alone. Alright, I blended them all together. Well, I highlighted them all together. Now I'm making him dance, I guess. I decided to see what it would look like without the background, and I actually just completely liked it better. The little cut out of the shoulder that the lizard had on the picture, it didn't look as bad anymore, and it was actually, you know, it could pass as not being there. Probably another thing that you'll notice now that I mention it, but whatever, what the hell. Another thing that you will notice that will probably anger the majority of you, there is a little tiny pixel still left in the image that I didn't see until after I exported it. I'll circle it right there. Yep, there it is. I will not get rid of it. There it is. You can see it up there. I will not get rid of it. A lot of people have already complained to me about it. And there I am figuring out his name. I am a stubborn little shit. That's what I am, and I am spiteful. I will not change it, no matter how many times I get asked. And if it bugs you, good. All right, well, there's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this. I really hope this doesn't bore like every single viewer of mine that watches me for my gaming content. I personally, this is one of my art creations in my opinion. I consider myself a moderate artist. And this is one of my pieces, so I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. Alright, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.